Hey everybody, what's going down? It's your girl Jay Renee. You know I always got something to say, and today, oh my gosh, I got somebody special in the building. Now you might remember him from back in the day when he was passing out the Hustle Made mixtapes. He went all the way to what, volume 10, right?
Yeah.
Or even then some.
Yeah,
he worked with
like 12. I think.
he worked with Lil KeKe, Slim Thug, Trae da Truth, Paul Wall, everybody, every Houston legend you could think of. And he went from that stage to an even bigger stage by being one of the top music curators and hype man for the one and only Meg Thee Stallion. Give it up for J-Boy.
What's going on?
How's it feel being back in the city?
Man, it's a blessing. It's a blessing.
It's a blessing.
Yep.
You from the north side, right?
Yep.
North or NAWF? Which one? You know there's a difference.
I'm from the north.
No, north. Which part of the north?
Homestead.
Yes, that's definitely the north. I'm a southwest,
Okay.
yeah. High Clark,
Okay,
that me. Yeah. So you gotta tell me.
I love a good south side girl.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, just playing. You gotta tell me, how did you get started in the industry?
Shit, just T-Fairs mostly. Well, mainly shit.
How did that relationship develop?
He from my neighborhood. And shit, I saw him doing the same thing. He used to be hustling Swisher House City, just tapes and stuff, same like. But then I started doing CDs of my own.
The Hustle Made.
Yeah, and then shit, he linked me up with who he was working with at the time. He was working with Lil KeKe, and linked me with him, and I just been
what was that
ever since.
What was that like to get that first taste of? You know, that type of experience. You know, you just see all them people, you be like, damn.
Man, like the biggest, like we had the show in Killeen. That was my first time going out of town, just being on the road. Then you be with the legend.
Yeah.
So it was like, that was crazy for me. Like, man, like.
And then to go from that stage to an even bigger stage.
Yeah.
What was that, man? You got to tell me, what was that experience like?
You know, God working, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like, man, you know, I see you working, Lord. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just how it was like, you know.
Yeah.
It's nothing more to it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even see him like, man, you know, I'm nervous, like, man, I prayed for this, so, you know.
Right, like what you prayed for 5 years ago is where you at
man,
now.
But it's just crazy because, like, you know, you just still be unbelievable. Like,
yeah. And the best part about it, you're able to come back to the city with open arms. Yeah. You get to go back to Dreams. Y'all know about Dreams back in the day.
Yes, man. That's the best part about it, man. You know, I can come home and just, you know, be me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gotta, you know, I know how this shit operate out here, so I don't got to.
You know. Yeah, you can cuss.
Yeah, I know how this shit operate out here, so I don't have to be, you know, on edge. Like, I'm comfortable here, like, you know.
Yeah, this your hometown, your hometown for real.
Like, just come back home and go right back to normal, like, you know, shit. I was popping before in my head, I was popping before this shit, so shit, like, it don't none of this shit really faze me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been working at Dreams, I've seen everybody, you know what I'm saying? I party with everybody. I've these like Floyd, Mayweather, you know what I'm saying?
Money Mayweather?
Yeah, everybody been through Dreams, like, you know, early on, the Drakes, the P. Diddy's. Man, I the list go on for a whole A-list celebrities that done came to the club and I done DJ'd in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm DJing. So it's like, okay, you know, you out here and these people, like I've already, my club was doing 1,000 a night at one point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm DJing for 1,000 people every night. You know. And
now you DJ for like 20,000, 50,000.
150, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sold out shows.
Yeah, so it just be like, you know, shit. Paycheck.
When you was 12 years old DJing, did you ever think that this would be?
Hell no.
Nah.
Hell no.
What did you think back then when you were starting out DJing?
It was just, I like to do it. I like to do it, because like crazy thing about it was like, all right, you know, when you was a kid, and all the grown-ups would be over there. You had all the kids go to bed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, they'd be playing the music.
Yeah. That good old school.
Yeah. But
that
you know,
waiters.
Somebody, you know, like my growing up, they used to always have card games. And,
oh yeah, we all know that space table, that domino table.
You know, domino, and this shit go all night. Like, you know, you walk in that motherfucker, it's a big cloud of smoke over the table because they all in that motherfucker loud. So, you know, you had to go to bed, so I would play the music so I could stay up.
Yeah. That's smart. That's smart. I see what you did.
They drunk asses ain't want to keep coming and change the music. So I play the music. Then they eventually added to me DJing my aunt's parties. And my aunt always thought these crazy house parties would be fun as hell. Like, so, she
the one who put the battery in your back in the sink.
Yeah, because I started DJing all her house parties. Like these grown motherfuckers is in here. Like, I'm 13, 14.
Let's go, baby.
Well, you know, they was more 90s.
Oh, they was more 90s.
Yeah, they more 90s, you know what I'm saying?
Like we talking about Dr. Dre.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, they more like,
Slim Thug when he had braids.
Nah,
Matter of fact, when he was wearing the afro.
That was like, my aunt them, they kind of listen like EPMD.
Oh, they was jamming.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You was curating like that?
Yeah, like that's the music they listen to. Like, you know, they graduated in like 92. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
You know, so it was like, you know, that you gotta, you know, Easy E, like they gonna rap that shit, you know.
Yeah.
All that shit, you know what I'm saying? So I learned that, and then
Lil Bone Thugs, yeah.
Yeah, I graduated from DJing that shit to my older aunts and cousins and shit parties. So that was all the hole in the wall and shit. And that, and I mean, that shit just went from there. Like, it was like, okay.
So you found who you were. You were the DJ, right? And then you became a music curator.
Yeah, that's what y'all call it now.
No, because that's what you are. It takes skill.
Yeah, I never done.
And not only that, you don't just DJ. You're the hype man too when it comes to these concerts. How do you balance that?
I mean, because it's part of the job.
No, man, come on now. I done seen the DJ booth at concerts. That's a lot of mix and scratching, and you got your laptop on top of that. You got the mic, and you got to rap the lyrics.
I mean, it might look like a lot, but that shit, a nigga just going out there get that bag. Like, you think about that. I be thinking about that bag. Like, shit. It be like, man, I'm finna go out here for this amount of time and make this amount of money.
Yeah.
Wow. Like,
Wow.
This shit's like robbery. This shit like robbery. Like, come on, man. So shit, I'm finna go out here for an hour. I remember shit, what it took to make in an hour, it used to take damn near 2 weeks to make. You know what I'm saying? DJing at home. So it's like, oh shit.
Like this bank.
That's all you think about. I can't think about none of them in the bag. Like, let's get to the bag. I be so hyped up about, okay, all you motherfuckers out here, let me give y'all motherfucking money's worth. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Yeah.
Let me give y'all what y'all paid for. You know what I'm saying? Fast change ain't a robbery.
What was it like going to Coachella for the first time?
Man, the first time, I didn't know what the fuck Coachella was. And so I wasn't excited. Neither one of us was. Like, you know, like, shit. Ching-ching. Like, they paying, we finna come over here and do our thing, get the fuck up out of here. You know, but it wasn't that big to me when people were just DMing me. It was like, man, you in the paper league? I'm like, man, shit, all right. I mean, but I just did this other shit that had a whole bunch of people at that motherfucker too. Y'all ain't say shit. You know what I'm saying? I think that shit was like Lollapalooza or some shit. And they were like, man, you know, Coachella, I'm like, man, shit. And then, you know, when the people flew us out and they were like, man, rehearse. I'm like, damn, why the fuck we gotta rehearse so motherfucking much? It's the same shit. And then, like, you know, the dressing and shit, like, I ain't.
Well, you know, they buy the books.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta hit that time where you say if you gonna be in downstage left, you gotta be at downstage left.
Yeah, so like that shit like was big. Like, you know, I ain't pay no attention. That shit was in the desert. I was like, man, it's hot as fuck out here, bro. Like, come on, man. And it was like a sandstorm going on. All type of crazy shit going on that week. So like, all right. But when I got out there, because we did it 2 weeks in a row. Okay. When I got out there the first time, I was like, damn. I kind of, you know, startled me a little bit. But then they said we all on. I was like, okay, shit, fuck it. Because they were like, oh, it's kind of big. You know, I pay no attention, like.
Because what we see on, like, I guess Instagram or Facebook, you know, it don't really seem that big, except, I guess when you get there, and you see that big old butterfly, like, you be like, oh.
Yeah, you see like the cameras, how big, and like, damn, these motherfuckers got me. on the jumbotron in this motherfucker.
Yeah,
I'm
like it's
whoa.
DMX at Woodstock.
Yeah, like I'm like, whoa, like, hey, like, get that camera out of my face. Like, talking about big mass production going on here. So I'm like, oh, this shit big. And then somebody had DM me, they was like, cause I had pre-recorded my set. So I'm up there with the pre-recorded set and shit. And somebody DM me, they like, you on the biggest set in the US and you are not even DJing.
Oh,
He's like, people will cut their wrist to be where you at, and you just not even aware of the opportunity that you. I'm like,
damn.
damn. Like, my boy, like the production, like shit, like man.
Yeah, like excuse me.
Be really, cause you pre-record for the lights.
Yeah.
To go through in sync with the lights and you know what I'm saying, the effects.
So everybody can hit their cue.
They be in sync, cause like if you playing the music
and the smoke machines and
stuff,
stuff.
and it's not in sync with the lighting and stuff, you know what I'm saying, they can't control it.
It's gonna look like an SNL skit.
Yeah. So vice versa, when you pre-record the set is to be lined up with the lighting and production. You know what I'm saying? So like everything be in sync. Of course nobody knows that part. I didn't know that part either because like a lot of shit be, oh yeah, pre-recorded. You know what I'm saying? Pre-recorded and you know, we running like that. So I'm like, well, you know what, next week since he got on my ass, man, run my shit live. So, run my shit live. I didn't know people were paying attention to you. I'm like, bro, y'all motherfuckers don't even follow me. Y'all don't even follow, but you found me. You found me to tell me about this shit. I'm talking about a random person. And I said, and I explained it to you like, man, I really was just trolling, but I didn't think you was gonna respond back.
Now he said he was just trolling. He's like, I ain't think you was gonna see it.
I was like, what is how fucked up y'all be on this social media, bro? Y'all be thinking nobody gonna respond back to y'all crazy.
Until he seen that scene 2 hours ago, it'd be like.
And he was like, wow. He like, man, oh, okay, I understand now. I was like, man.
Nah, I would've roasted his ass. Nah, you gotta go.
Like, I was like, fuck it.
I'll be like, you wanna come up here? You wanna come up here and do
like, cause it's like, bro, they don't even see all the people behind the stage.
Oh, so it's even more people behind the
stage. Man, this shit like 40 people. It's you got production, you got the people that do the lights, like you got people that do the sound, you got the guy that works the microphone, you got the people that set up the prompts and shit on the stage. Like, man, that's like mass production. Like it's like it's like whole team thing. Like it's not like, oh shit, you go out here and all that shit set up. No, you gotta be in sync with all these like people. Like you have to have meeting and rehearsal with everybody. Like it ain't just okay, just you and this artist and these dancers like that's it's a whole like setup to that shit. Like
like it's a whole Broadway play.
Yeah, damn near. It could turn into that shit. Like I'm talking about damn near the same thing. Only thing we just rapping.
And they gotta be prepared for every
all that shit.
Oh, damn.
All that shit, you know what I'm saying? Where the lights at, where the smoke at, where this going at, where this crane gonna come swinging at. Like, you gotta be out there to know all that. Like,
yeah. So
you gotta know where to be at position, cause if the flames come up, you know, or when they have fireworks, what area not to be in, like, it's...
And, you know, going back to it, the reason why I call you a music curator is because when you put out your mixtapes, it took intricate time, effort, and you have to select, okay, what song comes after this track, what comes after this track, what do I want to push the furthest, what do I want to push the hardest, while I'm handing out the CDs, while you're telling people, hey, listen to this track, listen to that track. You know what I'm saying? That's why I call you a music curator.
Right.
Because, you know, everybody can't DJ. You know, it's up there. You're like, you know how some people, they be like, well, I'm called to preach. You be like, that was a voice message.
That's crazy. You're right. So yeah, you can't say that. You can't say that.
Embrace that, man.
You're right.
And you gotta work with producers, and you gotta work with the artists. Now you gotta tell me y'all process with selecting each song for the set that y'all have. Cause to be honest, if it was up to me, I would be like, all right, we're gonna play the whole mixtape. Just let it run.
Well, no, because shit, I know. I'm a DJ, so I know what people like. I'm still in the field, so people always, I be at clubs, people come request stuff, and like I say, at them shows, them people will airdrop they request right to my damn computer or to my phone. Like, you know what I'm saying?
just bloop.
Play such, or they'll be out in the crowd with their phones, you know, with the play this, play that, play that. And I just, you know, hey, shoot, maybe this what they like. And we just like, yeah, you're right.
So you have to hurry up and you gotta find that song if it's not already loaded in the playlist.
I already just come prepared with just all her music.
Okay.
With any artist that I work with, I just put everything in for just all in your folder. So I'm gonna be your guy, you know what I'm saying?
I got you. I got you.
I got you. You know what I'm saying? I don't never want to be that person. I never wanted to be that DJ like, I ain't got that song. Because people would just come up to you and be like, I bet you ain't got this.
They still do that.
No, you ain't got this. Like, yeah, people be petty. And most of them be fucked up. They be drunk. So, you know, now you just, I know you ain't got this. Like, man, you fuck their heads up. Yep, I do.
I know artists do it, like different artists. They be like, yo, I want you to hear something. Or they do the whole get up in your ear. Like, I hate that.
No, I don't play that shit.
Well, no, okay, maybe not you as a man, but I know for me, they'll be like, hey, aren't you so, you just, can you listen? I'm like, I kind of need that ear. You know what I mean? Like, I need both my ears.
Nah, I don't really be, first of all, shit, I don't be too many places, you know what I'm saying, when I ain't getting paid. So I minimize all that shit, you know.
Oh, I definitely understand.
You see me out there, you know, it's a special occasion, you know what I'm saying? So,
section in the back, yo.
Yeah, you know, I'm always in the cut like that, so, you know, it's always up front. Then, like, I'm always with a bunch of, you know, my people, so we gonna be no run down on him and do all that shit.
Now, like DJ Drama, how he has his mixtapes, or like Calvin Harris, how they have their own mixtapes or albums per se. Will you follow in that suit?
Hell yeah, like for sure.
And who would you have on there? Cause you work with every Houston hip hop heavyweight, literally.
For sure.
Who would you have on there?
Everybody pretty much.
Everybody you work with? From DJ Chose to Power Slim? Of course, Meg.
Yep, everybody.
What was your first thought when you first heard Meg and you were introduced to her?
She was a star. She was a star. When I first time like she got it. I could see that. Like I be knowing like who like, yeah, gonna blow. Or it's gonna do well. Like I can hear it, you know what I'm saying? I can see it. Like that's my talent. That's what I bring to the table of music. Like I can hear them artists and I can be like, okay, yeah, I know that's gonna work.
Yeah.
And I can pretty much know how to present it to the people to get it to them. You know what I'm saying? To break the record. You know what I'm saying?
Now both of you are in the city, of course. So you gotta tell me, will you play some unreleased music, some new music, or we taking it back, we spinning the block as far as?
Come see.
I gotta come see. Okay.
Gotta come see, cause I can't, you know, I just want everybody to come see. Ain't no telling what we do. Like I said, we'll go off of what everybody want to hear.
And aside from that, are you working on your own project? Like I said before, you know, dropping an album, are you thinking about that short term, or is that, you know, a long ways from now?
It ain't too long away from it. Right now, I'm just really focusing on just building up this big J-Bone brand and, you know, running up this DJ bag.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what my focus is right now.
Tell everybody where they could find you, where they could get your merch, listen to some music.
Big J-Bone 713.com. At Instagram, Big J-Bone 713. On Twitter, go DJ J-Bone. Yeah, and you know, I'll be around, just, you know.
Okay, you already know, we gonna keep in touch.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all, this your girl, J. Renee. You know, us got something to say. Closing out, shout out to Houston Trend, shout out to Hyde Park headquarters. You weren't invited, except we were. And y'all keep it live here, right here on the Talk With Me podcast. Hey everybody, what's going on? It's your girl, J. Renee. You know, I've got something to say. Bringing you new episodes and new guests on your Talk With Me podcast exclusively on YouTube. Like, share, and of course, subscribe. And follow us on IG too. All right, y'all. Bye.